not standing light. So here we have an alternator off a 2004 Ford Escape. You can see the cracks in it all the way down the side, and it's seized up, and it was spinning. I'm not sure why it seized up all of a sudden. Was replacing it not because it seized, but because it was not working properly and not putting out, not charging the battery, etc. So you can see I have a piece of rope on it, and that's kind of how I got it out. Go over to the truck. I had to take off the intake plenum, make sure you have a new set of gaskets. Disconnected, there's a bolt down there for the power steering line. Disconnect that. Disconnect all the vacuum lines, hoses, etc. Take the vacuum plenum off, computer out. It should clear with the plenum off. It's not fun. The book recommends you take the drive axle out. That's not fun either. This is a lot easier. So just kind of pull it up, put the rope on it, start to pull it up and move the hoses out of your way. Took the splash shield off here. I have a new belt I'm putting on it. These bolts are, I believe, 10mm bolts. Be careful because I broke one of them getting it out. The bolts themselves to get out of the alternator, you can see I took the tie rod end off here and I just kind of pushed it out of the way. Be careful not to rip your boot or damage the threads when you tap it out. You can use I don't have it sitting out here, front end fork to get it out. So basically you kind of got to go in this way with a 3/8 ratchet and a 13mm socket and a couple little stubby extensions. I don't have them here with me, they're up on the top of the engine. And you can break them loose. I had to use the breaker bar a little bit with an adapter on it to break the bolts loose. You can see it's really tight to work in there. They want you to drop this K-member too as well in the book, from what I can tell. It's not fun, so I did it this way, and it was much easier. There's some cursing involved, but not overly difficult once I figured it out. These are the lines for the alternator. Those are going to be fun to get off. I found by unbolting the alternator so it was spinning freely in your hand down below, I could flip it around, pull the positive line off the back, and then getting the regulator plug out was fun because it was kind of frozen in there. The truck's got almost 90,000 miles on it. So